folks, welcome into another action-packed program here of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television. Nathan Little alongside Ryan Dookie. Ryan, what do we got on the agenda this morning?
What in a program we've got today, Nathan. Let me tell you, first and foremost, we've got the rookie sensation, Jordan Clearwater, in the opener, taking on newcomer J.R. Rock. We're going to be bringing you an up-to-date on a situation going on with Kyle Maggert and Stan Lee. And in our main event, a grudge match. It's going to be between the Mega Destroyer, representing Bo James' family, taking on the pride of Jeff, Kentucky, Eddie the Driller Browning.
Hey folks, let's head right to the action. Here we start this off. The newcomer, J.R. Rock, all over the young gun Jordan Clearwater. Dookie, I mean, what do you know about J.R. Rock?
J.R. Rock's a dastardly individual. He cheats, he lies, he steals, he beats people up, he hurts people. I heard he beats up old women. I can't confirm that, but that's what people have told me. I've been in the ring with J.R. Rock. I've seen him wrestle people. He's a mean guy. He does what he has to do to get the win, and I think he's going to do just the same here with Jordan Clearwater. We've seen it earlier in this match. We're seeing it right now. He's doing what he can, raking the eyes. Whatever he can do to get an advantage, J.R. Rock's going to do it.
And there he goes, raking the eyes right in front of the referee. Jordan Clearwater just writhing in pain. But, I mean, Jordan Clearwater, he's really been unfazed. A lot of big-time matches, wins against Stan Lee, wins against Bo James. He couldn't be on a hotter streak right now, but he looks a little bit behind the 8-ball right now.
If stars were shining bright in AMW, his is shining the brightest. I'll tell you right now, he beat Bo James in, what, 14 seconds? Isn't that a record for AMW?
Oh, that's records in a lot of places.
I'd say it's a record across the state, maybe even the tri-state area, maybe even more than that. I'm not sure, but the fans sure are behind Jordan Clearwater as he fires an elbow. Another elbow into the gut of J.R. Rock. Off the no! Oh, that's blatant cheating, and the referee caught him. That should have been automatic DQ there, Nathan. I'm not sure why this ref is lenient about that.
Well, sometimes the refs are just a little quick to want to let the guys figure. And Jordan Clearwater, he doesn't want to stand in DQ. He wants to hit that sunset flip. He wants to hit that crossbody. But he's got to stay off the mat.
The only thing he's hitting right now is that mat. He's got to get up. He's got to get some offense going. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad night for Jordan Clearwater as J.R. Rock picks him up. Speaking of which, have you noticed J.R. Rock's tights and boots are two different colors of green? I wonder if he got dressed in the dark. He did have a skirt on, or a kilt, earlier.
You just never know the kinds of characters that come through Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
You really don't, but oh goodness, big boot to the face by Jordan Clearwater. Going to the middle rope, and here's a cross body up. 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Shades of Bill Dundee with that cross body out of the corner. Your winner, Jordan Clearwater.
Such an incredible young competitor, and I'm going to try to get a word with him.
Oh, let's do that.
Hey, someone that's I don't even think you can call it a luck streak. Jordan, one of the most talented competitors, one of the youngest guys to come through here. And just tearing through AMW, another big win against a tough opponent. Jordan, what do you got to say to the crowd?
First, it's great to be here in happy Kentucky. Match after match, win after win, I've got one thing on my mind, and that's Bo James. Bo James, I've beaten him in 14 seconds. That's a state record. And while he's beaten me, he's done it with some underhand tactics. So Bo, better watch out, because I'm coming for a fight.
Folks, give a hand for Jordan Clearwater.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Kyle Maggert here with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the premier wrestling organization in Southeast Kentucky. No, Southeast United States. Now, our offices get flooded with questions day in and day out about how you can get your Appalachian Mountain Wrestling merchandise. Well, I'm here to tell you now. You can go to ebay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, find our online store there. You can get your own Appalachian Mountain Wrestling shirt that I'm wearing. You can get all of our special DVD tapings, whether it's Thanksgiving Turmoil, Hardwired, Weekends of Champion, Summer Bash. Get your special superstar photos. Get them signed, get them unsigned. Prices may vary, but all the products are the same, and that's simply the best because we're Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and we're making wrestling great again.
Folks, AMW's Back to School Bash Tour heads to Frenchburg, Kentucky this Thursday night. Menifee Middle School, September 21st, their first time in Menifee County, so you better get the tickets quick because they're going to sell out. Hey, Inez, Kentucky, another debut for Appalachian Mountain Wrestling as we continue the Back to School Bash Tour. Sheldon Clark High School, September 28th, 7:30 p.m. Folks, and just added to the schedule, the Back to School Bash Tour heads to Blackie, Kentucky, Letcher Elementary, September 30th, 7:30 p.m. Folks, and if that isn't enough for you, all roads lead to Battle Lines, the DVD taping, Combs, Kentucky at historic A.B. Combs Elementary. October 7th, see the top stars in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling duke it out inside the squared circle. And McKee, Kentucky at the old Jackson County High School. October 12th, 7:30 p.m. Mark your calendars, get ready because we're coming and we're making wrestling great again.
Wrestling fans, this Thursday night, Frenchburg, Kentucky, Eddie Browning, Kyle Maggert, you guys are going to be taking on Stan Lee and the Mega Destroyer. Eddie?
Stan Lee, Mega Destroyer, we've been in the ring a lot together. The two of you and the two of us. Kyle, let them know what we're going to do.
Boys, what you don't realize right now, you're climbing in with one of the greatest tag teams of all time. You might have heard of us, the Highland Boys. Now, you two are going to get the treatment that everybody else has got before. That's laying flat on your backs, looking up the stars, 1, 2, 3, while we make wrestling great again. See you Thursday.
Folks, special treat for you viewers today. We're taking you back to Highland, Kentucky. Kyle Maggert taking on Pretty Boy Stan Lee. And oh my goodness, Bo James there at ringside. You know what he's getting into. Flag match, folks. Kyle Maggert, if he loses his matchup, has to kiss the Tennessee flag. Stan Lee comes up with the loss. He has to kiss the Kentucky flag. But, man, did this one get out of hand. Take a look what happened back in Highland, Kentucky. As Maggert thrown right down into the bottom of that bottom turnbuckle, where Bo James now goes to the neck of the Perry County boy. And some serious trouble here if he can't get some distance from Bo James. And now Kyle Maggert getting to the other side of the ring here, really starting to go to work on Stan Lee. He backs up, misses, and Stan Lee with the clothesline taking him down. Kyle Maggert, Stan Lee, they are in some top 10 contenders here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and we've got some big things coming up for our top 10 contenders. We'll talk about that a little later on in the program. Right now, Kyle Maggert in serious pain, in serious trouble. So he slams him into the turnbuckle. Goes for it again, though. Kyle Maggert not having it. And leads some turnbuckle. And the pretty boy is going for a ride. And man, is it a bumpy one here in Highland, Kentucky, as Kyle Maggert going to town. Lee staggering. This could be the moment Kyle Maggert's waiting for. Goes for the cover after Stan Lee falls down. Quick kick out, 2.5. But Kyle Maggert, all the momentum on his side right now as he is just on a tear. Oh, Stan Lee, sudden burst of energy, locks in. Sleeper hold, and Kyle Maggert fading fast. No longer on his feet. And Stanley's got his feet on the ropes.
Come on, get up. Come on, get off the ropes. Rip, that was me. That was me hitting the ropes, Rip.
Lee sneaking those feet up there one more time. Got one leg on the ropes.
I didn't touch the rope. I'm hitting them like this. I'm cheering.
Referee checking to make sure Kyle Maggert can continue here. I don't even know if he's still conscious. Moving around a little bit. He may be out. Referee administering the count. There's 2. This may be all she wrote. Kyle Maggert feeling the energy of the crowd here in Hyden. Stan Lee knows what's coming. He knows that Kyle Maggert's about to power out of this one. Shaking his head in disbelief. The jawbreaker from Maggert. And one of these guys is kissing a Tennessee or a Kentucky flag tonight, but at this point, who knows who it's going to be. Stan Lee going up to the second rope here. Flying. Misses. Kyle Maggert scoots out of the way.
Come on, Stan, get up.
10 minutes gone by, 10 minutes remain. 10 minutes gone by, 10 remain.
Uh-oh. This could be it. Lee fighting out of it. Lee with the quick move to dodge it. Oh, and folks, he's got the flag, and we might be in for a rough night here. Kyle Maggert maybe 2 moves out of the way. Lee hits himself with the flag. Kyle rolls him up, and that is it. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to see Stan Lee kiss that Kentucky flag here in Hyden, Kentucky tonight. There it is. Stan Lee on his knees. Bo James from behind with the Tennessee flag. And this had to be the plan all along. Stan Lee was never planning on kissing that Kentucky flag. Kyle Maggert in serious trouble here after picking up this win. Oh, man. Right to the kidneys is Stan Lee choking him.
I told you Tennessee was better. Come on, Stan, get out of the way.
And folks, you see it there, Kyle Maggert being choked by the Kentucky flag while he should be watching Stan Lee kiss the Tennessee flag, and it's being rubbed in his face. This Tennessee versus Kentucky rivalry is growing day by day, week by week, and it's got to come to a head eventually, folks. Keep up with us on AMW-TV every Saturday morning, Wednesdays on Hometown 24, and worldwide online all week. Keep up, see where this goes from here.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Are you a member of a church group? Are you a member of a sports team, local school, volunteer fire department, or any other nonprofit? Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling for a fundraiser to bring money to your organization. Have some fun, a night of professional wrestling, fun for the entire family, earn some money. Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and help make wrestling great again. Folks, AMW's Back to School Bash Tour heads to Frenchburg, Kentucky this Thursday night. Menifee Middle School, September 21st, their first time in Menifee County, so you better get the tickets quick because they're going to sell out. Hey, Inez, Kentucky, another debut for Appalachian Mountain Wrestling as we continue the Back to School Bash Tour. Sheldon Clark High School, September 28th, 7:30 p.m., folks, and just added to the schedule, the Back to School Bash Tour heads to Blackie, Kentucky, Letcher Elementary, September 30th, 7:30 p.m., folks, and if that isn't enough for you, all roads lead to Battle Lines, the DVD taping, Combs, Kentucky at historic A.B. Combs Elementary. October 7th, see the top stars in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling duke it out inside the squared circle. And McKee, Kentucky at the old Jackson County High School, October 12th, 7:30 p.m. Mark your calendars, get ready, because we're coming and we're making wrestling great again. Folks, this Thursday night, Menifee County High School, we have got an absolute stacked card.
I never heard of it.
Bo James, you may never heard of it, but you'll be there Thursday night and you're taking on Jordan.
I just asked the guy down here, how do you get to Menifee County? And he said, you go north till you smell it, and then you go west till you step in it. So that's what I'm going to do this Thursday night. And I want to tell you, Jordan, I hope you're ready. I hope you're fired up, because I have got tired of you. I have got fed up with you, and this Thursday night I come to finish it once and for all. Now let's talk about my main men. Stan Lee, Mega Destroyer, taking on two guys that talked about being Highland Boys. There's no islands in East Kentucky, so they're holler boys. That's what they are, and they're going to be hollering boys when we get done with them Thursday night.
And Thursday night, news to you here, Mr. Phil Fair. AMW Championship, I see you brought it with you. Well, that is on the line Thursday night, and Stan Sierra will be defending it against an unknown opponent. We are not releasing the name yet.
Why not? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who Stan Sierra faces, because they're all going to wind up the same. Flat on their back, looking at the stars and the lights, where the referee counts 1, 2, 3, and Stan Sierra will still be your AMW champion, and that's a fair deal.
And you're a crook because you're behind that.
Yeah.
Eddie Browning versus the Mega Destroyer in the main event. Now if I can just break up this fight between Dookie and our guest commentator, Bo James.
You refer to me as Your Majesty, not some initials. I'm the king of the mountains, and that's the way you refer to me.
I apologize wholeheartedly.
You should. You should.
Well, anyway, what brings you out here tonight, Bo?
Well, my man right here, part of my family, the Mega Destroyer. He's not the Super Destroyer. He's the Mega Destroyer. Comes out here to take care of Eddie Browning. A year ago, when Appalachian Mountain Wrestling started, we put together a list of guys we wanted gone from here. Top 5 of those lists, 2 of them are already gone, and that big muscle guy with the tattoos and old brother Earl, they're out of here. That leaves Eddie Browning, John Noble, and Kyle Maggert. And before this fall is over with, 2, maybe all 3 of them are going to be gone.
Those are big words, Bo James. You think you can be able to back that up?
Well, you look right there in the ring. What's happening there? Hey, look, he pulled his
well, look what's happening, Bo. That's a big hip toss coming out of the
handful
corner.
of tights. That's what it was.
I don't see that, Bo. Now, come on. You call it like that down the middle.
Did you go to the Nathan Little School of Broadcasting? I come out here to call it like it is and tell the truth and tell honesty.
Well, if you want to talk truth and honesty, I mean, Eddie Browning is a pillar of the community here in Eastern Kentucky. Works youth baseball work. He is such a fine young man. And now we've got the Maggert. Don't know a lot about him, but he's in cahoots, Bo, with you and Misty and Stan Lee. So I mean,
hey, do you know who's under that mask?
I do not know who's under.
I know who it's under that mask, and that's all that matters. You don't know if this is some new guy that I found on the road somewhere, or you don't know if this is somebody from my past and Eddie Browning's past. And once again, Eddie Browning with a handful of tights and a mask, and once again right there, pulling all kinds of rules out. You talking about him being a pillar of the community. How about this community get a GoFundMe started to buy Eddie Browning some wrestling tights?
Well, he's calling you out, Eddie, on that one. He's clearly said that. But wrestling tights or no, he looked like he's got your Mega Destroyer on the mat after that arm drag.
Well, maybe that's part of our game plan. Maybe like when last week I shook that kid's hand and I punched his lights out. You know, I make them feel comfortable. They think they got an easy night, and then we just beat the stew out of them, and that's what's coming for Eddie Browning right here very shortly.
So you're saying he's laying in wait, is what you're saying, Bo. Shoulder thrust into the corner. Irish whip back into the opposite corner. Here goes Eddie. Oh, high knee out of the middle
in the corner, illegal. You can't hit the man while he's on the ropes or in the corner. I know that.
Well, we got to get the referee on those rules in, Bo, because he is not enforcing that. Here comes for a second. Oh!
Too smart.
Big back elbow. He went to the well one too many times.
What back? It's an elbow. Do you have a front elbow? No, you have an elbow.
And look here, is that within the rules, Bo? Is that within the rules?
I was arguing with this moron. I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Eddie didn't see anything. Eddie didn't see anything because he had his fingers in his eyes.
Eddie Browning's in trouble. He's sucking wind like he sucks eggs because he's an egg-sucking dog, and I'm proving it right here with one of my guys this week.
Well, when somebody chokes somebody on the ropes illegally, I think it's going to suck the wind out of anybody.
He keeps running to the ropes, trying to get out of there. That's what it is.
What do you call that right there?
That's like a nerve hold. That's a Hungarian nerve hold on the side of the neck. Legal.
Ooh, I don't know. We need to check the Kentucky State Rulebook on the Hungarian nerve hold, but we'll do that in a moment.
Listen to all these people chanting Eddie's name here. They think he's going to do something.
Well, like Nate said, he's a pillar of the community. He's done so much work with the youth. A great baseball player back in his youth. And now he's trying to be the better wrestler in that ring tonight against
Where's he getting? He's on the bottom, isn't he?
He is absolutely on the bottom right now.
How many wins does he have? How many titles does he have?
But listen to that fight.
I've owned more than he has.
You've been in the ring with legitimate world champions, over 20 that I can remember. I understand that, Bo, but it's not about you right now. It's about Eddie Browning trying to get it done in here against your Mega Destroyer.
It's about a game plan. Now, y'all got Stan Lee suspended, so Stan can't be on television. How do you know Stan's not under the hood?
Well, now, wouldn't that be something that AMW needs to investigate?
I'm sure.
Well, let them investigate because it's not Stan. You don't know who's under there. I do. It's not.
We all know what Stan looks like.
I'm just saying I can outsmart you guys anytime.
You're not going to outsmart. That is not Stan Lee under the hood, but it looks to me like he has the same moral compass. He uses the same tricks that you and Stan use. It doesn't really make that much of a difference who's under there because they all do the same thing.
We went to the Ron Wright School of Rule Breaking, so we know what we're doing when we get in there. He's finished.
And now he's
Here,
not.
Hold this, ring the bell.
I'm not going to ring that bell till that referee signals it because Eddie's not done. He's fought up off that mat. He's given it all he's got with the people behind him. Referee says no again. Eddie is still fighting this hold.
Ooh, here it comes, folks. Eddie Browning
points to the elbow.
Off the ropes, ducks an elbow, ducks a line, and high cross body. 1, 2, ooh.
And Eddie's on a roll.
I knew my man was going to get up.
You saying you weren't nervous from that then?
No.
Part of the game plan?
Yes.
Ah.
We know he's going to get lucky in there. Come on, Destroyer. We know he's going to get a lucky move. Point of the boot, illegal. Point of the elbow, illegal.
Pointed elbow. Two count only.
Two near falls right back to back for the driller Eddie Browning. And Bo, it looks like the tables have turned here, and your buddy the Mega Destroyer is now the one in need of some help.
Close fist. Close fist.
Two big right hands.
Close fist.
Hey,
And here
what's going on? What's your wife doing out here? What has she got?
Word of encouragement.
What is she doing? No. She's putting something in the mask. I can't see I can't get a good view from here.
She's loaded the mask, and Eddie better watch out.
What's a loaded mask?
Oh my goodness.
That's a legal headbutt right there.
Legal
1, 2,
headbutt.
3.
The headbutt may be legal.
Bring it, idiot.
Bo, I'm not arguing the headbutt being legal, but what Misty James put in that is definitely not legal.
Words of encouragement. She said, come on, Destroyer, pull it out for the family, win one for Bo James, and that's exactly what he did right there.
I agree to disagree.
Introduce the winner over there, Nathan. Who won the match? Tell the people.
The Mega Destroyer won the match. We saw what happened.
I just saw him point to something, Bo. What was that? I just saw it.
Just showing his brains. Smart.
Showing his brain. Oh,
Look at Eddie Browning laying in the ring. He just took an East Tennessee dog whooping. That's what happens, and it's been your guys' pleasure to have me out here.
Well, I don't know about that, Bo, but it's a pleasure for you to leave for sure. Nate, we might need to get somebody out there on. Oh no, Eddie's up now. He's complaining of his head for sure, and I absolutely understand why. Nathan, I don't know what you saw, but I absolutely saw Misty James stuff something in the Mega Destroyer's mask. He used it on a headbutt, and he's hit Eddie with it. I bet it. I just didn't get a good angle from where I'm at, but I can almost guarantee it. When we watch it later, we're going to be able to see the footage.
I didn't get a great look at it, but I know that after all of Eddie's taken in that entire match, all the punishment, a headbutt wouldn't have been what took him down. He was well on his way to winning that matchup.
You know, they say at any given time, any move can beat anybody, but I just don't believe that one single headbutt, like you're saying, did that job. There's got to be more to this story about the Mega Destroyer, and I think we need to get to the bottom of that. AMW needs to get to the bottom of it.
No doubt about it.
Folks, that does it for this edition of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television, and here's where you can find us next this Thursday night in Frenchburg, Kentucky. Menifee Middle School, get your tickets fast. They won't be there much longer. Hey, then September 28th, find us in Inez, Kentucky. Back to School Bash Store heads there at Sheldon Clark High School. September 28th, that is the following Thursday after the Menifee County event. And then Blackie, Kentucky just added in the past couple days the Letcher Elementary Back to School Bash Tour event, September 30th, 7:30 p.m. And then again, folks, all roads lead to Battle Line for DVD taping in Combs, Kentucky. Thank you, folks, watching from the Appalachians on Heroes and Icons in Southeast Kentucky on Hometown 24 and worldwide on the internet. I'm Nathan Little, and we will see you next week.